Hey guys, it's week 5 and it's Enrique. This is about passing or whatever. Here's the questions. I wrote them down. As far as like it says number 1, what are some good tips for passing? Good tips for passing is, I like to call it like, look at your daily life. What do you do? Number 1, I wake up. If my back isn't hurting, I usually use my binder. But if you're gonna free it all up that day, whatever, good tip is always remind yourself who you are and never slip up, and always remind yourself that you must hang around people who accept you for you and only want you in their lives. Another step is, when you go in the workplace, always remember that you have to act a certain way. And if, like me, if you work in a certain place or whatever that, doesn't accept your whole gender thing, then remember to take precaution and all of that stuff. As far as like when you're out in public, if you're the type that loves facial hair, like myself, this isn't a requirement, but this is me. This is how I feel more comfortable with me, and I go out in public like this because, well, hell, it's me, and everyone knows who I am. So if you type that, if you don't have a binder or whatever, you can always use button up. Because me, I use compression top sometimes if I don't use my binder. A button up usually helps hide, your chest. So that's one thing that can help. Another tip is, if you're in a situation where you don't know the people that you're around, the number 1 clue is always try to hang around with the women sometimes, because usually guys get too nosy and try to ask you questions, and sometimes hanging around women, sometimes they can try to figure you out too, but just know who you're more comfortable with. Steps to take to begin passing. First off, be comfortable with yourself. Know what you like. Know what it is that you want. Know, like, for instance, if you don't like using binders, if you're more comfortable with chest compression, that's okay. Know what you're comfortable with. Another step is, is there anything I use to help pass? My compression top that I have on right now. I also use a binder and STP. I have a lot of shit that has to get me through today. But STP, I use it, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to be free. STP, that is something you can use if you're already using male bathrooms. If you're comfortable with that. Pack. I don't pack every day because I just don't see it as a necessary thing. I only pack when it's important. So that is something that you may think about. If it's necessary for you, if you're going out on a date, you want to pack, hey, do you. That's you. What made you use the products? What made me use the products? As far as like my STP, I use it because I use male bathrooms a lot, and if you're gonna use male bathrooms, if they don't have like a stall, the doors are closed, then sometimes how you have to stand to pee. I can't just sit down. I look weird. And sometimes it makes me more comfortable when I'm in public places, and it makes me more comfortable when I'm around family, and when I'm with people. I just use it because sometimes I don't, because sometimes it's necessary. If I know where I'm going to go and where I'm going to be, sometimes I don't use it. Another product I use, what made me use it, is my binder. I don't want anyone to see my chest. If I'm going to pass this male, shouldn't I have a flat chest? So that's the obvious reason why I use it. My packer, sometimes I use it if I'm going to go out. If I were going to go out on a date, I use it. Okay, another one. What are some things I should avoid? Some things you should avoid is situations that are going to expose you. Pick your friends, pick your coworkers. That's all I gotta say about that one. That's my number one thing. Nothing to avoid. One more thing to avoid. Some guys always ask, why do you wear a certain type of underwear? I wear a certain type of underwear because it helps with backing. I wear briefs. Sometimes I pretty much wear briefs, but I mostly wear briefs when I'm going to pack. So that's why I wear briefs. Someone asked me that. What form of gender expression do I identify with? Me, I'm a metrosexual male. I eat pedicures, yes I do, because I like my nails to look nice. No, I do not wear fingernails. I just want my fingers to look decent, you know, so they don't be all rough and stuff. But anyway, I'm more of a metrosexual male. I love to give myself facials because I mean it helps the skin. I mean, come on. I do the acne thing. Sometimes I wear eyeliner if I feel like it. Don't judge me. But anyway, that's my form of gender expression, if that is gender. Anyway, I look at myself as a metrosexual male. Would I abandon all feminine traits? Hell no, because that's not something that some of my feminine traits I'm not ashamed of, like doing my facial, keeping up my fingers. I feel like that is something that I'm using to keep myself up, get myself looking nice. So no, I wouldn't abandon. Like, there's only two things that I wouldn't abandon, and those are two. So as far as like skirts and all that, yeah, throw it out the door. Because after I'm doing facial, but hey, I'm done. I'm all male, so you know, hell, I can be rough as tough as anyone else. So it's not something that, you know, really eats me up at night, because I know who I am. But those are basically steps that you can take, and some more extra steps are always, you know, okay, some guys don't understand it. If you just come out to a parent, your parent, it takes some time for them to get used to that. So don't do things that would make them angry, or, you know, make them, you know, look at you like, oh my god. Just try to work with them. Some people, you know, don't do that. But as far as like, that's another thing. And one more question that someone asked me one day. They asked me, what's the difference between gender and sexuality? The difference between gender and sexuality, and I'm sorry if this is off topic, but it had to be out there. Gender is very different. Sexuality is just something, what your preference is, whether you're bisexual or gay or whatever. Gender is whether, you know, like me, I'm male. My sexuality has nothing to do with my gender at all. It is totally different. My gender, I am male, but I am a gay male. So there's gay. Me being gay, sexuality is very different. So it has nothing to do. Some people are very confused. So please educate yourselves. But thanks for listening, guys. I'm sorry if I uploaded on anyone's day, but one day you're gonna do it to me, so who cares? But thanks for listening, guys. So but over and out, and subscribe to Men's Room, subscribe to my page, please. Thank you.